So I went to Target, right? I was just walking and I'm like looking. I'm like, I was just thinking, what is this? What's the selling point of this restaurant? I mean, not restaurant. This store because I can see with Walmart when they built it, I could think like maybe the idea was to sell stuff that's expensive elsewhere at a medium price line. And that's how they sell it to people. They say you could get it cheap at Walmart, whereas just like a TV, you could get it at $6.99 in Walmart. It's probably not gonna be the same one as Best Buy, but when I was walking in there, Target, I was like, what was there? Because they opened. I'm sure they opened after Walmart came out.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to understand. I was trying to understand like what was their goal, because it's different. It's different. I mean, and I can't really put a finger to it to see what's really different about it. But
Target.
it's different, yeah.
Target's catered to the upper class.
That's true. That's what I'm trying to get with this, but but I'm just like, but they did it so slick and so it's just weird the way they did it, because you see, oh no, you know what? Middle class.
Yeah.
That's how they did it, but it doesn't attract middle class. You see, it makes us feel like it's for middle class, but that's what. Okay.
And their prices are slightly higher than Walmart's.
Oh,
just a little bit higher.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. I've never looked at a plant for 5 hours. I was looking. I mean, literally, it felt like 5 hours. I was just looking at this nice little plant. It's an artificial plant. It looked good. And I'm a guy, so usually stuff like this shouldn't really, attract me. But it was good, and the way they have it all set up and nice, and
It's
the
kind
shelves.
I kind of find it weird that they're red and Target's red and Walmart is blue. It's like everything is just.
Does it symbolize something? I don't know. Are they both from Cali? The owners?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it does. It pops. And it also goes on to show how colors can sell. Because when I think of Best Buy, I think of yellow.
Yeah, that's true.
But Target and Walmart, they are rivals. I think it was intentional.
Yeah.
I wonder when Target opened.
Yeah.
And what the difference between Target and Walmart.
Yeah. They're weird. They're an interesting company. Like their carts are all made of plastic.
Oh, are they supposed to be made of metal?
Yeah. Oh, plastic sounds expensive. Those carts feel like I'm in Target. I feel good.
It's funny you mention that, because when I got to Target today, it's funny because when I walked in, I don't see baskets anymore. They want us to bargain in there. They don't have baskets anymore. It's carts, and you can go by, because it's very rare. Very rarely will you ever go into a store to get one thing and you leave with just that one thing. I mean, it's a smart business design. Like I was just thinking about it. I went in there to buy a curtain, a $10 curtain. I don't know how I ended up with a cart.
Yeah, they're it's crazy because Target is I just had so much to say about Target. Walmart, they had that saying, "Oh, he shops at Walmart." He looks like he shops at Walmart.
Shops at Walmart. Yeah, it's like a stigma applied to that's attached to people who shop at Walmart.
Yeah, but they have really nice stuff at Target. I like Target.
It's nice. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I like Target. It's good to go every once in a while.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When the budget fits in. Yeah.
Budget fits in. when the 9 to 5, the 9 to 5 week paycheck.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And they're waiting to take it too. So it was interesting. I was just in there to pick up a car. Oh, the other thing too that's funny about it, I go to Target, I do all this, I'm observing all this stuff. Like I told you, I went to get not even a curtain. It was an accident. I went to get a black sheet. I wanted to use it for something, like for a backdrop for this project that I'm working on, But then the funny part about it is that I did all this, I'm in a hurry and stuff, and I get to the location where I was trying to, use this piece of shit for. I opened the package and everything. I got 2 pillowcases. I was so irritated.
The question is, did you return it?
Man, that's another thing. This is Target. Target is full of, it's not even only Target. Returning something has just this feeling that it makes you, it's heavy, and they know it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The owners know it. The investors, everybody, the businesses, they know that. It's heavy to return something. That's why companies like Apple, they make sure you love that product to the point that it's very difficult to find a way to find something could be wrong with it. You are more likely to just say, I'll deal with it as long as I can click the mouse.
Yeah. The only place I like to return is Amazon because they make it the best. They make it so
Amazon
simple.
is the best return policy. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, Target and Walmart. I feel even the customer service, you notice they put in those places the people who work at the return service for Walmart and Target.
Oh, they have the most cutthroat people there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know that. It's by design.
Mm-hmm.
When you're in that, and the line is long.
Oh yeah,
it's always long. I know people don't want to return their stuff that much. It's 3 people, but it takes about. They try, and then when you get there, everything is just so systematically, set up. Because when you get there too, it's not like, oh, what you want to return? Okay, thank you. Let me get it. Let me scan. No, they ask you those little 2 questions that really are you asking me this? Did you use it? If I say yes, I use it. What are you gonna say? No, I can't return it. I mean, like they try every means to just make sure you don't return the product.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they try to make sure, and it's step by step. It's like it's funny, and then it's interesting because they'll take their time. That's why those lines are long.
Yeah,
and if you have something that is even bigger, oh man, you have a TV. Oh, they act like they know what they're looking for. They check the box, they cut it through, they go in there in the box looking.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
What are you looking for? The TV doesn't turn on. I did not say it's missing a part.
Yeah. Now that you mentioned TVs, that made me think about something about cable. So I was actually out the other day, and I saw it felt like for the first time, I saw cable. And I was like, oh my gosh, there's a whole entire cable system. I know Netflix and Hulu now. That's all I know. Netflix and Hulu.
Oh, you mean cable TV?
Cable TV.
I don't even know a channel on TV, cable TV.
Oh my God.
Oh, ABC News. But that's free on Roku.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I was thinking.
Where did you see cable at? I'm interested to know this.
I was at my mother-in-law's house, and they watch cable. Well, it's because
it's
now
just there. It's just there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got you.
Yeah, and I realized that because our bills, y'all, they be adding cable on mine. And I never used it. It be on the bill though. I mean, the TV. I be like, yo, I don't even have it connected to the wall.
They do add a cable charge.
Yeah,
but bills are like that.
Yeah,
there's always those little. That's where they make the most of their money from. At least that's how I feel. That's the case here.
Yeah.
They make most of their money from those surcharges.
Yeah,
summertime surcharge.
Oh yeah, that happened the other day. Some lady came to the store that we have, the retail store, and she was from AT&T, and she came and she got mom, of course. Mom. If you guys don't know my mom, she's a consumer, so she's easily swayed when it comes to buying.
A businessman, that's what's funny about it. A businesswoman, but I mean not woman, but businesswoman for that fact. But she's easily swayed on the other side.
Oh yeah. Target, Walmart, that's her favorite. Those are her favorite. She is their favorite customer because she can spend and she gets easily convinced. So someone from AT&T came in, and they were like, I wasn't at work. I was off, and they asked her what cable company do you use, or what internet company do you use, and she said, I'm not sure, but I think we use Spectrum. And then the lady's like, oh well, did you know that with Spectrum they offer you 6 months of this price, but we can lock you in at 104 and you won't change your price. And the thing that is with cable companies, every cable company locks you in for 6 months, and then that price goes up after 2 weeks.
Why is their pitch always with Spectrum? It's funny, actually. After I went to Target today, believe it or not, I went to Walmart later on. And the fact that you mentioned something about cable, this was the weirdest thing. This guy, the guys in Walmart or Target in the store that are selling you cable?
Yeah.
Like you're talking about. This guy was saying, it was strange because most of the time when I see that, he's usually in the electronics section
Yeah.
by the TV,
Yeah.
wearing a suit.
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
So I got in there, and I try to avoid those people because I don't want to feel bad about rejecting them. You know, like because, so but then I got in there, but this one was different. He was choosing it. He was, I guess they all do it, but he was picking and choosing who he wanted to sell the product to. But when he wasn't, the ones that he passed, he wasn't just looking at them.
Oh, yeah.
He was saying, "Jesus is with you.
Oh,
God
man.
bless you." It was the strangest thing.
That's scary.
I was like, I meant to tell you that. That's what I was like.
The place they do that a lot is Sam's Club. I hate it. I can't go to Sam's Club. I can't. They just try and sell me any. I used to like when I was younger. They wouldn't realize they think I was a kid, so I just walk past them. But now they come up to me. Do you own your house? I always say no. Always.
I just tell them that my mom bought my house. I live with my mom.
That's what I say. It's the same thing I tell them. The other day I felt bad. I went to Walmart to buy stuff for the store, and Walmart, you know, outside they have the people who are doing the charities and the foundations. I took my opportunity. I had my AirPods in. I was like, "Oh, this is perfect." I already knew. She said, I heard her clearly. She said, "Hey, do you want to help? Please, can you please help the people who are starving?" And I completely ignored her. I feel so bad. I heard her say it 3 times, and I kept walking with my AirPods in. I acted like I was listening to music, but
it's almost like you get mixed feelings with this stuff. That's my thing with all this. I get mixed feelings. I don't know how to feel.
Exactly.
You know, because, you know, you have this, you know, this kid, and she's asking you to buy cookies and stuff, and it's seasonal.
Exactly. Exactly.
So it's just strange, and it's at these specific stores, and it's a charity, but at the same time, is it for the good?
Oh yeah.
You know, I start questioning. I don't want to go into that mindset. You know, and they have the perfect candidate. The kid that looks like, you know, he said, "Hey, excuse me, sir, would you like to donate to the charity of the foundation of the?" My answer is the same every time.
What?
I don't have change.
Oh, no, that's
I don't have change. Well, I never have change. So now,
you know, the homeless people now, when I say that, they say, "Oh, I have Cash App.
Oh,
I have
man.
Zelle."
Take Zelle? Oh, wow.
That's the world we're in now. So
Wow.
I can't even do that anymore. I just say I don't have money.
Wow, I blame it on crypto.
Yeah. Oh, they say I take Bitcoin too.
Oh, man. Where are we going with this?
I say I don't have money.
Oh, my gosh. But that's interesting, man. That's just how things are, you know. Which brings me to this point. That's what life is.
Yeah, such is life.
Such is life. That's what it is, man. We finally did it.
Yeah, we're finally here.
So, you know, it's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this one. I think it's gonna be a great podcast. We're gonna have a lot of guests here, and you know, we just want to have fun, just talk, discuss, you know. Keep a positive mindset, you know. People, you know, bring our friends. Most of all, you know, we all have friends. We're not giving, you know, the limelight, the shine to tell us what they're succeeding in. You know, their kids. Touch every topic. This is not limited to anything. We're just talking about life in general.
Yeah. You know, we're gonna. Young entrepreneurs,
exactly.
You know, they don't even have to be an entrepreneur. They can be people who just have an interesting story to tell or something, something to say. You know, something about life, such as life. You know.
Yeah, so that's what this podcast is gonna be focusing on. You know, just enjoying and making the most out of life. You know, some people don't even have an opportunity to do, you know, do things like this. So we don't have an opportunity to do what other people have an opportunity to do.
Yeah.
So we just want to celebrate life, you know, and see if we can touch, we can help wherever we are. No discrimination here. We bring dogs to, you know.
Yeah.
We even interview some dogs here. We're gonna, you know, I'm looking forward to this one. It's gonna be a very interesting journey. But,
what was I? Oh, so what I realized is that the kids are running the world right now.
Okay.
The reason I bring this up,
yeah, what's up with that?
So I was watching this YouTuber. He's famous now. Apparently, his name is Gideon.
Yeah.
He shoots videos just going around and pranking. They call it trolling. For people who don't know what that means, it just means you're going around and messing with people and saying funny things that make people feel uncomfortable.
Right.
So he's been doing that. So he goes to like He lives in Houston, in Texas. So he went to the one that I watched.
Gideon's from Texas?
Yeah, he's from Texas. He lives in
I
Houston.
did not know that.
Yeah. So he went to some con, like, you know, the conventions, and he was messing with people, like, in, you know, the adults, we call them Karens. I respect all the Karens. Anyone named Karen, you guys are cool. You guys are cool to me.
You know what I thought you said?
What?
I thought you said carrots. Because it kind of goes with I thought I was like, man, this guy's making fun of older people, calling them carrots. I was like, that's cold.
No,
but Karens. Okay, yeah.
So the Karens, they get mad, and it's funny because one of the Karens, there's a mom, and she's recording him, and the kid's like, "Mom, that's Gideon. He's so cool." And then a bunch of like 12-year-olds are recording him, and this guy is making money. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, wow, it's just interesting that kids will make you, you know, famous. So.
We'll get back to that point with the kids, with the kids running the world. But with Gideon, I didn't. You actually told me about him.
Yeah, I did.
I just never really understood what his whole brand was.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the thing that I think he's an interesting character because I think he's also known as like one of the fastest people to blow up on YouTube.
Right.
But during COVID, he just figured out, like Mr. Beast did. He just figured out the formula. He figured it out. A
lot of people figured it out during COVID.
Yeah. I actually tried to put my wife Lauren on him, and she was rejecting him at first. But it's funny. She watched just 2 episodes, and she started liking the videos and asking me to watch them. That's when I realized, oh, okay, yeah, he knows what he's doing. He has the formula.
So does he do like is it like pranks or just you say he trolls?
He trolls.
Okay.
It's just he just knows because he like he had an episode the other day. He spent the night at a sorority house with a bunch of women.
Oh my gosh. That's a troll.
That's a troll. He spent the night, and it's just random things, you know. It's interesting. It's just
what I don't understand is that when they do these trolls, is it preset? Is it set up? Is it like actually pre-production or?
No, it's more of
does he know all these sororities? Does he tell them, hey, I'm coming to do some crazy stuff?
So yeah, that one was more of
or is it like, you know, what was it?
That one. No, that one, it was more of he hit up this guy's this girl hit him. Well, he went on Instagram, said, hey, anybody want me to have a sleepover with some girls? And then one of them, you know, he's famous now, so the girls will get like, of course I'll sleep over with you.
God.
But it actually happened that the person who hit him up was friends with he was friends with their girlfriend. So they had that one was planned. But most of the trolling videos, it's really literally like, and it's something that, like I said, the younger generation, that's something they'll do. They literally pick up a camera, put a mic on their shirt, and they go on the street and they just make jokes. And I've been trying to figure out how they do because when you're recording somebody, I just don't know how somebody doesn't realize they're being recorded. But in a lot of the videos, there was like, is that a camera? And they'll be like, oh no, he's just working on something else. So I'm like, and I think it's just me thinking, but most people, when you do have a camera, they don't even kind of like realize it unless they're paying attention to you.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, because you think about it when you're the one doing it. You think it for somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
Because even it's the same thing as me. If I just went in the streets and somebody's taking care of their business, there's a lot of people recording me. I just don't see them.
Exactly.
Somebody's making a podcast of me, a video. I mean, a vlog, and I'm in there. I just don't see it because I just see what I see. But when you're the one doing it on the other side, it makes you feel as if, you know, a little bit, conscious about it. But that's interesting.
Yeah, it's different. It's interesting. That's why I said the young people can do it. Cause
maybe that's why they call it. You know what they call it when you just take your camera. Running gun and shoot. Yeah, running gun shooting. So that's really what it means. Because you gotta running, just running with the hitting click record. You know, I took speaking of cameras, I took my camera to what is it? Home Goods the other day. That was interesting. I had it right here on my chest, like after about 5 minutes, I got used to it. I got comfortable.
Yeah.
And at first when I started, you know, I was like,
yeah.
it was
But you notice no one asked you were you recording them, so
nobody.
so that's why you can actually get away with it.
Actually, I apologized to somebody who didn't even know I was recording them, and they thought
Oh,
I was
yeah.
crazy. Now that's when they thought I was crazy.
Yeah.
I said, "I'm sorry, oh my God, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to." What is this guy talking about?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I noticed it's just kind of, it takes some getting used to. Now, well, it depends. You can be in there if you have like a small mirrorless camera or a small point and shoot camera.
Yeah.
It's okay, but you can't be in there with a big old
Oh yeah, you can't be in the with
like
ring.
a set camera. That's when you're really gonna see the Karens.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna pull out the contract and say, "Hey, I'm not on this." So I don't want to be on ABC News, with a big old camera like I'm making a Netflix video.
Yeah.
So, but that's it. In this day and time, it's just something,
Yeah.
Even when something happens to if the police are around, the first thing people pull out now
Is their camera.
is their cell phone.
Mm-hmm. That's the first.
Not
thing
to call 911 because 911 is already there.
Yeah.
To make sure there's no violation going on.
Oh yeah.
But it's interesting, man. It's
Speaking of police, what's been going? Is
the P word. But let's go.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
SOS.
So, how is that movement? Is that I know during COVID it was very, 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 very big, but I mean, you guys will find out my stance in the later on episodes on the police, but I don't know. It seems like people are more focused on not the police anymore, but more Johnny Depp.
It's that's a good point. That's very true. With the police, yeah, everything it's almost like an episode.
Yeah,
Everything has its own time, and these days it's actually going very, 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 very fast. I mean,
oh yeah,
the police was one thing, and I mean, my heart goes to all the people in I almost said Vietnam, but what is it? In Russia and
Ukraine,
the whole situation. I'll be honest with you. Up to this day, and it's just my honest truth. That's why we have this podcast. It's all about clear cut, truth, honesty.
such as life.
I have no idea what's going on. I just know it's in the news. I mean, I don't want to manifest and read too much into it, and kind of get confused. But I don't know what's going on. I just know people are getting,
Yeah, and,
I just know the two countries' names.
Oh yeah, I mean that was like it came
Everybody
in and
has
left.
their own version. Exactly, came in and left. Johnny Depp cleaned it out.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's weird. It's odd. It's like, okay, what's going on this year? This last 2 years has been the pandemic.
yeah, and I feel like most of the thing is the pandemic made it so people could sit and talk and think about things because now we're the pandemic is basically over. So now everyone's so busy, things are just moving by like.
One thing that the pandemic did too, it made everybody think they're worth more than they really are.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it was a good thing. It made
yeah.
people see it and understand. It was that's why it was a shift,
Yeah.
That's a whole podcast by itself, that whole
yeah.
situation. But the thing about it too is that me included, I'm sorry, it gave me time to understand that the world is moving at a fast pace. It made me understand that to find my passion, find what I like to do. Like I said, also feel like I'm worth more than I really am. Everybody's Elon Musk after the pandemic now, so it's a good thing. I mean, it's a good thing as long as people actually follow through and then they give whatever they have to offer. So.
Yeah, everyone's an entrepreneur right now.
Everybody's an entrepreneur right now. We own businesses and.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to hire somebody right now. I mean,
oh yeah.
I mean, people are asking for that
that check.
that check. Just to do a 2 hours worth of job. So I'm just like, I'll just do it by myself.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I support it.
No, what a time to be alive.
Exactly.
It's a good thing. It's a good balance. I'm very happy. People can actually it takes away stress.
Yeah.
I used to be so stressed about going to work and stuff, because most people,
Yeah.
the average person is doing what they don't like to do.
Oh yeah.
They're going to work just to to call it a 9 to 5. They're just robots.
Yeah, exactly.
So now it's upside down now.
Oh,
They
yeah.
the corporate companies come to them and say, what do you
Mhm.
have to offer? It's no longer the same. So for somebody, so it's two sides. For somebody who owns the business, who owns businesses,
Hmm.
what do it's difficult, it's hard, but at the same time, as if you look at it from the other way, the other way around, it makes sense. It's just a different shift in the world, which will also bring the conspiracies about pandemic. Was that by design?
That's
Was that
true.
because people made money during that time?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, you guys think you guys made money with that nice stimmy? Jeff made some nice money during COVID.
Jeff was
When Walmart and Target shut down, Jeff was open for
Jeff was
business.
open for business. I've never seen. Yeah, he even gained some muscles. Have you seen him
Oh,
lately?
yeah.
He's going to the gym.
Oh
now.
yeah.
He divorced. He got a model. He got a model chick.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she's like expired. Or
He
something,
took it and ran.
I heard he's yet there to break a barrier somewhere for his yacht to pass through. There to break
Really?
a bridge. Yeah, I saw it somewhere. Man, we need Jamie on this show.
Oh yeah.
But,
yeah, we
but,
need Jamie.
Because we're gonna make sure our facts are right here.
Yeah.
Like get canceled in
In the
2022.
comments, in the comments, will say, "No,
Yeah.
you did it."
But yeah, I heard something about he wanted his yacht to go through some place, or he got stuck somewhere. They had to actually cut a bridge to let it go through and stuff. And I was like, man, this is crazy. Nobody can do it. I mean, it was probably a phone call in a country that it doesn't even belong.
Oh, you got a bridge cut.
I'm serious. It was.
That's
like,
when you have money.
That's how you know we. That's how you have a whole lot of bank accounts.
When my tire goes flat, I'm scared to stop the street.
Oh man, trust me.
Stop the bridge.
I'll be looking for the what they call the Facebook. I'll come to your house and fix it.
Yeah.
Jeff is not dealing with that.
No.
He calls the dealership directly to come to his house.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting. You
You
know,
know-
it's funny how all these wealthy businessmen or these magnates, they have a different lifestyle. Elon Musk Elon Musk is a Hollywood star.
Yeah.
Jeff
Oh.
Bezos it's a whole different type of vibe.
Back to these. You just mentioned that the billionaires. That just reminded me.
Mhm.
Gideon met Mark Cuban
He did.
at a basketball game. He saw him and he said, "Hey, my kid, he loves watching your YouTube channels. Is it okay if I take a picture with you? If I take a video of you?" I was like, "Oh my god!"
I hope he took advantage of that situation.
Oh,
and,
he
made a business move. or
Oh
something.
yeah, he asked him to sign up for $1 million contract.
Doing what, cheerleading the Mavericks or giving them in a good positive vibe. He's a good marketer, because all these
Yeah.
companies are doing is marketing.
Oh yeah,
So
but I saw Mark Cuban in a different. He was cursing it because he didn't know it. The camera was on. He was
the cameras
cursing.
were on. Okay, he was in his normal state.
in his real state. Yeah,
He wasn't dealing with the ads. With
Yeah.
with the ad revenue.
yeah. He wasn't on Shark Tank where you can't say the F word. He was on YouTube where he could say whatever he wants.
I'll give you 6% for a stack of your whole entire company. He's like, nah, that wasn't the situation there.
Do those companies succeed?
I don't know. I only hear about 2 or 3 of them after the fact.
Yeah, because I'd be
But,
here and there in Walmart, but
But the funny part about it is that the thing about it, I've watched every now and then. By the time it gets on Shark Tank, those people are already successful.
they already got money.
Yeah, so that's part of their marketing scheme, I think. It's
go on
part of
Shark
it,
Tank.
Yeah, go on Shark Tank and then just kind of,
Mhm,
oh my
mhm.
gosh, really? But they already signed the
They're-
contract
yeah.
before they got on the show.
Yeah, they're already there.
Yeah, because everything these days, you gotta be careful. Everything is
Because the thing about Walmart is they don't really put small companies. Yeah, you guys might think they put small companies on those racks. Nah.
no, because
You got to be pretty up there to
you
be
gotta
in the
be-
Walmart on that
yes.
rack.
you gotta
Because
be really, really.
you know how many
Setting
Walmarts in the
apart.
world there are? For you to make it, you got to make
Yeah,
it.
you got to be really, yeah. Because Walmart. Once you made it in Walmart, it's like you've just made it in life. It's like being in Hollywood with just not being on TV.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're in Hollywood in real life where they really see you and take your product on the shelf.
But me talking about Hollywood, Do you know Steve Aoki, the DJ? Have you heard of him?
I know Steve Aoki. What do you mean I don't know Steve Aoki?
My wife doesn't.
What?
She found out who he was today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, Steve Aoki is a different generation, though. He's going out.
Yeah. But he was talking. I saw him on a podcast actually.
I was gonna say he actually has a podcast.
Yeah, he was talking about how he made it in music and as a DJ, and he was saying that being a DJ is different because you performing at nightclubs all the time. So he's saying he's basically having a party 365 days a year.
Exactly, I can imagine.
So he's sober now. So he said that he actually stopped drinking alcohol, and he does his shows, but he's been watching his body, keeping his body right. And he was just saying how interesting it is and how, because the way he was talking about it is, he said the way to make it in Hollywood, you basically,
crazy.
Yeah, he said he basically was throwing parties every day, and the people who were coming to the parties are the celebrities.
He's making connections.
Connections, yeah. So they just knew him as that guy who threw the biggest, craziest parties, and he was like, hey, it was will.i.am actually. He said, hey, you want to make a track with me? And Steve Aoki,
yeah, they have a song together too.
That's what he blew up with,
yeah.
And then he said will.i.am had no idea he didn't even make music, so he rushed it, and then it sounded good, and he was like, "That's how he made it." So I was like, "Wow, Hollywood is interesting." You know, it's a dangerous place.
I learned that even with this whole Amber and Johnny Depp trial too, because they're unleashing everything. Nothing's been left behind.
Oh yeah,
but that's true. I've always thought about that too, which is another topic that we'll probably discuss here. You know, we won't go too deep into it. With music, that's what kind of made me feel. Not to say anybody in music, I just started understanding how it works. So it's a very thin line, because you notice even like a lot of the most successful rappers or musicians, not even rappers, we can even talk about country artists. When the dirt really comes out, they're like, really, this guy was on meth? but it's just the nature of the business. It's like it's
exactly.
It's a very strange. So in actually touching on Aoki, the type of gigs he did, the type of music he did, it wasn't like he was just going out there DJing like at Club Leave, playing. He was doing like the EDM stadiums and with people with lights that are known for paraphernalia. I don't even know how to say the word paraphernalia or whatever he said.
Paraphernalia.
Yeah. That are known for where the cool kids go.
Yeah.
The cocaine and stuff like that. What people go through. So I don't blame your wife for not knowing that, because she's also not going into the the discos. You know what I mean? So I mean, I get it. It's very. I didn't think about that.
Yeah,
I didn't think about it, because if he's DJing stuff like, you're not gonna be sober sitting there. Just
exactly.
You gotta everybody's wasted.
Yeah,
so you can, but you can't. You have to kind of play it out, and you gotta feed the vibe, feed the environment.
Yeah, he said he was lucky because he didn't get into hard drugs. He was just alcohol. So he said luckily he didn't get into hard drugs, because if he got into hard drugs, he said I wouldn't have made it in that world every single night.
Good for him.
It's crazy, but he was talking about Kanye West coming to his party.
I'd imagine, yeah.
But yeah,
he's Asian, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, I know him. He's big in that.
Yeah,
he was big.
Yeah, he said a funny thing actually. He said when Kid Cudi, he loves Kid Cudi. He said he's like a great artist. He said when he was performing one of the songs they made together, he said Kid Cudi got so into it, he started taking his chains off and giving them to people at the concert.
Oh my God. What was it? Was this in the studio?
No, it was at a performance.
The performance.
He said he was so into it. He said he was just feeling the vibes. He started taking off his chains and giving it to the fans in the crowd. I was like, me?
that Aoki juice in it. Oh, man.
But it's funny that you mentioned Amber Heard, because, the case is going on.
I'm thinking it's a hoax.
Really? Why?
Because this case was in 2014 and it's just coming back around this year. I knew about this. I knew about this situation back when they did their divorce, and then all of a sudden and the other reason I'm saying this is because the timing and the length of the case.
Yep.
These people are suing each other for defamation. I've never seen a defamation case that go more than a murder trial. It takes 3 months?
Yeah.
It takes 3 months to know that somebody destroyed my career. Like, seriously?
That exactly, and that's what I was telling Lauren, which was very interesting. Is that the defamation case? It feels more like a criminal case than a civil. I was like, oh wait, this is still a civil case. This isn't. This is. It looks like OJ, like a crime.
You know how much money they're spending to do that case?
Yeah. I was like,
how much money? People are making money of that case. You go on YouTube right now, your algorithm is hit by that case.
oh yeah,
But somebody who's never met Johnny Depp and it has 34K views. Oh, Johnny Depp says this to Amber Heard. Johnny Depp meets Amber Heard. Oh, we're discussing. Oh, she's been put out, and then you start listening. They talk about some other stuff that has nothing to do with it.
yeah, you got caught by a deepfake, didn't you?
Oh man, you know how many deepfakes have got me? The last one I saw, Jason
Momoa, I think.
But it was so good, I fell for it. So that's why I'm thinking maybe the case is probably already done. Maybe we're just watching deepfakes now.
Yeah, it's a Jason Momoa was on the stand.
It was perfect. It was perfect. I mean, even the views, everything was perfect. I thought it was really happening. Until I realized that the case, when it was going on that day, Amber Heard wasn't wearing the same outfit.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured, okay, this is I got.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a crazy case. I think my conspiracy theorist thinks it's a distraction from Ukraine.
It's definitely distraction, man. It's definitely, I don't understand that. I mean, Amber Heard? She's not even acting anymore. But she's making more. She's becoming. This case has just made her way more popular than she's ever been.
Oh yeah, she's a skillionaire now.
So
Yeah.
she loses the case or anything, you know, we live in a world where controversy sells, and she got
didn't
money
lose.
somewhere.
She won.
You know, something I heard about too that I'm still digging. I'm still doing my research. I mean, we do need Jamie, man. But I heard she's the father and the mother of the kid that she has. She has a child. You know that?
No, I didn't know that.
And the rumor has it that it was an embryo kid with Elon Musk.
Oh man.
And it had me thinking, because Elon Musk likes to have, he's so big on birth. He said that's his concern. I know in most of his interviews he mentions that his concern is that human human development is going down, or population, or whatever the name is. So that's one of his biggest things. So if it's a lie, it's a good lie, because I fell for it again. But I read somewhere. I mean, I'll have some more. I'll make sure I talk about this on this next the next podcast. But I do know that I saw it somewhere, because it's so strange. The reason why I almost believed it is because it's so strange, the fact that I don't know who her boyfriend or father, and the way the kid the kid is still a surrogate. That's true.
Yeah.
But we don't know who the surrogate is with. And people are claiming that she actually had a little fight with Elon Musk, because she started claiming the kid and not trying to give Elon Musk his something is weird about the situation. And if you see, there's a Joe Rogan podcast where that Elon Musk was, and he kind of showed how he felt about her, just a little briefly, where he said she's crazy, he joked about it, but you could tell he's like,
she's crazy,
something is. Because he dated her. She dated.
Oh yeah.
They dated.
Do you think she pooped on his bed?
Oh no, Elon Musk could have bought some cleaners at least quickly. That one is. That's what I was saying. The thing about this case, it's not so much for Johnny Depp, because we always knew Johnny Depp was crazy. Yeah. You can't be that character in a movie and not be crazy. Yeah. The way the character that he plays, like when he plays the Pirates of the Caribbean and stuff, he has to be somebody who's in that zone. You can't have you can't have Denzel Washington acting like that. Yeah, and that's why we like Johnny Depp. That's why I like Johnny Depp. But Amber Heard, some of the stories that are coming out, is just showing a different side of her that people should not even know, Yeah. Because that's what I'm saying. The evidence and all this stuff, all these situations are deeper than the actual case. Yeah. Both of them, actually. Yeah, both. That's what I'm saying. It's actually defaming them about this. Yeah. It's showing things that we didn't want to know about both of them. Yeah. The walls, the wine, these mansions, $5 billion mansions with wine on the walls, and pooping on the bed. What would they live in a penthouse? In a penthouse? Yeah. And the other day when I was seeing it, I saw something. She had all her friends, her cousin, her sister, her Her whole gang was living in the penthouse for free off of Johnny's money.
That's crazy.
I felt sad. I felt bad.
I know.
He like of all the people that were living, the witnesses that were going on stand, none of them were affiliated with Johnny.
I know.
I remember the lawyer was asking, it's like, so you used to live in this penthouse number. And the guy, one of the guys, the only guy was on Amber's side. He was even like saying on my house. So when I left my penthouse, and then the lawyer said, so this penthouse that you keep mentioning, you lived on there, right? You didn't pay for rent. He's like, yes, Your Honor. John was paying for the rent. Yes, Your Honor. So the only entire 6 years you stayed there, you didn't pay. Yes, Your Honor. We else lived in there. Down the ride, me, my girlfriend moved in, and then my friend Pat moved into the other. I was like, man, this guy he's got to be the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah, he was. As you guys might have known, I support Johnny. I'm on this side. I'm sorry. I grew up watching Johnny Depp. Amber Heard is kind of new to me. I mean, I've seen her movies, but Johnny's Johnny.
Okay, I'm gonna say I liked Amber Heard. Well, I was in one of my relationships where she was a fan of Amber Heard, the actor. At the time before all this, before we knew what she was,
Yeah.
Before we just knew her as an actor, because she was up and coming and stuff. And of course, I liked it for other reasons, but she was, so I had no idea this other side of her, you know. She did the Aqua, and probably that's why they chose to be on Aquaman, because I mean they thought otherwise about her.
Thought she'll poop on the bed.
They didn't know if she was pooping on the bed at the time. They're not gonna choose an Aquaman, but then like when all this started coming out, and then you start to see all this stuff, and the sad part is that she's from Texas.
I know.
And I love Texas. We're filming this in Texas.
Yeah, we love Texas.
So she's making us look bad.
She is. She actually is.
Because I love Texas women. They're the best women in the world. Texas people in general,
Yeah, they're nice.
So,
Southern
I love
hospitality.
everybody, but, they have, that Southern hospitality. I didn't experience that until I first came to Texas. But, yeah, I think she does have borderline personality disorder, whatever they call it.
She's just dealing with some mental things.
Yeah, because
I feel like it.
Because when you start hearing the stories, it's not calculating.
Yeah, and I mean she's an actor, and I met actors, and they're very much like that. They're just characters.
Which makes me
they
think
are
that
characters.
She's acting.
Exactly.
She could be acting, and that's Hollywood, man.
Could be both of them are acting. This is one big act.
Exactly. It's funny you mentioned that. I saw when they got to the courthouse, there's a clip that I saw that had them two. They were getting to the courthouse in Virginia, of all the places as well. That's another thing I don't understand. So they were pulling up, and I saw that these people are really used to fame, especially Johnny Depp.
Oh yeah,
because he got up and people are waving. You're going to court,
Exactly.
So I get it, but he was waving. Thank you.
Oh yeah,
and he brought a flower. So he's just used to that. People giving him love, showing him love, and stuff like that. So it's instilled with them. So they still, like you said, but you saying they're still acting.
oh yeah,
that's what is going on. So it's like it's just in them. That Hollywoodness is within their spirit, their bodies. So they cannot really get away from that.
Oh yeah, they're built.
It's instilled in them.
Mm-hmm.
So such is life.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a value to everything. There's a place for everybody. There's everybody. There's a perspective to everything, because that's all Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp has been famous for a while. I didn't even realize it until I started seeing this.
I didn't either. I saw it on the little on like the documentaries and stuff, or the news articles, and they were talking about how he's been famous since he was a kid. I was like, oh my gosh.
I heard it was even worse when he was in his 20s. I didn't even get to experience that.
I didn't either.
I'm thinking right now he's.
Yeah, I know. But that's the thing, that he's been famous since he was like 10, basically.
That's all he knows.
That's his life. That's his life.
He's just. I heard you're spending $250,000 on bottles of wine, and that wine better make me fly. But yeah, I mean, I think we got to take a break, right?
Yeah.
I gotta eat.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
So, all right. Well, such is life.
And we are back from our break. What do we eat?
I had some good Five Guys.
Yeah, Five Guys. It's expensive.
Everything's expensive right now. Um, they all blame it on the gas. So
Oh yeah, gas. That's crazy because I filled my truck up for the first time in a long
Is it-
time. Yeah, I spent like $80.
80, add 20 to mine. It ended up being I filled. That was the first time I filled over $100 on my truck.
What?
It was 101.29 cents. I actually still remember it by the decimal. Yeah, so it was, and that wasn't even empty. I was still at a quarter tank left.
That's crazy.
So I was like, man, these things are really getting very, very expensive. So even I was thinking about it. Everybody's also telling us, they're increasing the price for everything to compensate for that, which I understand.
Yeah.
I was actually talking to my guy who does the lawn at the house yesterday. He increased the service to $5 more because he has to pay up. He has to make sure he fits the budget. He has to make sure he fits what's going on right now.
The guy cut in the lawn.
Yeah, he actually wrote me. He says, "Hey, man, we due to everything that's going on right now, we want to make sure we he said we just want to let you know that we'll be increasing the price weekly, just to compensate for
Mm-hmm.
the what is going on? What's the word? Just a brain fart.
What's going on in the world? The
Yeah,
situations?
yeah, the situation. I forgot the name of the word. I can't think about it.
Such as life.
Such as life. Forget you have a mindset. So the recession.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, there you go. So so he said. So I said, oh, how much is it gonna be? Are you talking about right here? Because I thought he was gonna increase it, like $10, $15. He said $5. So okay, that's good. I can handle that. I can handle that.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared about the prices going up for everything because the income isn't going up for everything.
They need to, yeah. That's probably one of the reasons why it's hard to find employees right now too.
Yeah.
Because the economy knows that when things get expensive, everybody also gotta get chop somehow.
Start paying more.
Gotta pay more. Cameras, equipment. I realized this when I was working on when we were working to start this podcast.
Yeah.
Everything is high, man. And you can't even. What I don't understand is, it's expensive, it's high priced, but they're sold out.
I know.
So what I'm trying to understand is, are they sold out because is it a chip shortage? Is that still going on?
I have no idea. I don't know.
There's a camera. There's the ZV. About cameras.
Oh yeah.
There's the ZV E10.
Yeah.
Apparently, that was for those who don't know, it's the ZV E10 is one of Sony's flagship camera mostly for the vloggers.
Yeah.
It was a portable camera, so to compare
Small,
with
yeah.
it's smaller to compare with the Canon M50s, Panasonic Z100, those smaller vlogging type of
It's
cameras.
like more compact.
Yeah,
right?
compact. Yeah, so it came out. Everybody was praising it. Everybody was liking it. It was all over YouTube.
What do you call them?
They call them the influencers, right?
The Sony Ponies.
Oh, the Sony Ponies. I thought you said the influencers. I call it the affluencers.
Oh yeah, you got the affluences.
Their disease. So of richness, of wealth. So but yeah, so they it came out and it was very popular for a while. It's still popular because there's a lot of how-tos and vlogs about it, and every day somebody's talking about it, but you can get it from nowhere. So I actually remember, I actually researched it because I was actually close to getting one, because we travel. When we travel, I wanted something that's good. And I by design. I'm originally, I'll be honest, I'm a Panasonic guy because I like the maybe I'm old. I like the ancient that they have a certain look that I like, the cinematic film look that I like. But of course, everybody knows they are very bad with their autofocus. So they sell mostly for people who are who are really gonna be
Like filmographers and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
people do films and stuff like that. Yeah, cinematography and stuff. Who are really gonna be
Yeah.
taking the time to focus and but so at the time, I wanted a ZV. I was like, I was like, maybe I should move to Sony because obviously, like you say, Sony Ponies. Nobody says anything bad about Sony. Nobody says anything bad about Sony. But then I decided. But I looked somewhere where he said the ZV-10. They actually just discontinued it. So it was only out for a
Really?
year. Yeah, I don't know if it's true, but they say they're no longer making it. Because if you go, it came out at retail for, speaking of prices, this is what we're talking about right now, right? It came out retailing, I think, was $799.
Yeah, they're like $799, $699.
To get it right now on eBay, it's $1,200.
Oh my god.
Some are even selling as much as $2,000.
Oh
which,
my god.
you could get it, their highest model.
Yeah.
You get an A7C, which is higher than that. But yeah, if you go to eBay, it's just, and it's funny on YouTube. There is some videos telling you not to get on the wagon. Don't spend too much money on this Sony. You're getting ripped off, stuff like that. So it's interesting. Life is very funny.
Yeah.
Life is very funny. It's interesting how things happen. But that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why,
Because eBay right now is looking more like Target.
Oh yeah. eBay is the stigma. It's funny. Somebody who doesn't really shop on eBay or something like that would
avoid it.
Yeah,
right?
will avoid it for the wrong reason.
Exactly.
So they will say, eBay, I got scammed and stuff like that. I don't wanna, but they don't know that eBay is one of the most strictest place you could ever buy from.
Oh yeah, it's actually hard to get scammed on eBay.
It's
now.
actually harder to get
pretty
scammed
hard
on eBay because they learned a long time ago.
Yeah,
they were the first Amazon.
Yeah, they were the first Amazon.
So they did all their research beforehand, but back to to Marlo's point, eBay is the target right now because you're not getting a bargain on that.
You're not getting a bargain on Target.
You're not getting a bargain on. You better off going to Jeff.
Exactly. Jeff will give you a better bargain.
You get a better bargain. It's brand new. It's eBay once it's used, it even adds value to it.
I know exactly. Right now, used cars cost more than new cars.
Oh my God, that's another topic for another day. So, yeah, it's a crazy time right now.
I didn't even know you could buy cars on eBay. Like you can buy a whole car on eBay.
It's actually nowadays I didn't know you can't because I bought a car on eBay before.
Really?
I bought a car on eBay back. I'm showing my age now, but I bought a car back in I can't even remember 2000 and I don't know, but that was one of the most things I regret buying in my life. But it wasn't because of eBay. It was because I was trying. I never understood the term, which I'll always talk about. You notice that I'll always talk about it, refer to this on this podcast. You get what you pay for. It's just simply as it is. It's simplicity, right? But I never understood that until later on. And sometimes I still get tempted to buy cheap stuff. But then I realize there's certain things that there's just no way around it.
Yeah.
You and I always talk about, when we got into this, filming and anything, the vlogging, you always start from somewhere, but you realize you have to invest into something you gotta spend money. You might not even be doing the creative part of it, but it's gonna drive you, which is where I was gonna go with the old ZV-10 and stuff too. I made that step to buy the flagship, one of the flagships cameras for Sony. And when I was doing the purchase, I was depressed. I thought the kids would not eat for a week or something. But eventually, when I got it in my hand, I'm just saying this, maybe I'm being biased about it because I own it. And I'm talking about I'm talking about the A7S III, the camera, by the way. I'm not in no way, a videographer or an editor or anything like that. I just do have all of a sudden, the last few years, few days or months or whatever, I've just had a passion for recording film. I mean, maybe it's also because that's the phase that we are in right now.
Yeah.
That's the new thing. Just like
Mhm.
TikTok or Instagram, videography, YouTube is the new thing right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been out, but it's really at its all-time
blowing
high.
up. It's popping.
It's
These
at its
YouTube
all-time
people
high.
are like rapping, making more money than these artists.
Yeah,
now.
the vision is making sense now more than the audio. So
Yeah.
so anyway, so I just stepped my foot. Of course he drove me into getting one, two more. he was already a Sony Pony before I was.
Yeah.
So he helped in that investment. So but what I will say though is I see why the people love the device.
Device,
Yeah.
mhm.
So for me as a consumer, as a purchaser, it makes me feel comfortable to have a device like that.
Yeah.
And I like businesses that do that.
Yeah.
But they also you pay the price for it.
Yeah.
But
Apple
still,
does that.
Apple does that.
Mhm.
When you touch that, it goes back to what we talked about earlier. When you pay, it's hard to return something at a Walmart.
Oh yeah.
But Apple will make you really fall in love with
Oh,
the
yeah.
product. And
Mhm.
you have people say, if Apple, and those companies also usually have a code name
Mhm.
like Apple Fanboy,
Oh, yeah.
Sony Pony.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But there's a reason why that happened.
Yeah.
Because the people who are building these products, yes, for their own, monetary value, they're doing that, but they're also proud of what they're
Oh,
putting
yeah.
out there. They want it to be, they want it to really, prove. That's why they get popular.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, that's why you
They
get
make
what
the
you pay for. Yeah, that's why you get what you pay for. So I bought my car back then on eBay, and my mom told me, she said, "Don't get that car." No, actually, I take that back. Mom supported me, but my dad said, "Don't get that car," because it was almost like, I don't know how much exactly it was, but it was almost like it was a truck. I remember this too because it was a Trailblazer.
I remember it.
It was the white truck.
Yeah,
It
the
looked
white
good
one.
on paper,
Yeah.
but then it was a Trailblazer. But 2800, I would either get that or I could have gotten maybe a small sedan that was
Yeah.
about 6,000 at the time.
Yeah.
It was at the time, cost $6,000 for a
That
car.
was expensive.
Anyway, so a used car for that fact, So and I'd already had accidents like
Yeah.
several cars in my lifetime at the time, so I wanted to just buy something new. I went there. That car was the thing that hurt me the most. It was perfect for exactly 1 week. So I was thinking maybe when you get something, usually 3 days, like attention span is quick. 3 days, if it's not bad, you think everything is good. But after those 7 days, and then the policy now, you couldn't return it. It says ease, and at first the guy responded. I can't even remember. I think it was a transmission issue.
Yeah. Oh.
He responded. At first the guy responds and he says, "Okay, he's trying to tell me what to do, how to fix it, and nothing is working." And he's eventually he just stopped talking.
That's it.
That's it. He just
And
ignored me.
that was old eBay, so that's really it.
That was really it. Yeah, and that hurt me for a long time. That experience. That gave me trauma in buying new cars. I mean, used items. So, but now eBay is a lot different now.
Yeah, it's
a lot different.
It has a stigma of getting scammed, but now you can pretty much buy anything on eBay. The only way you can get scammed is if you're really like, I'll give you this money. You have to literally see the scam, like the gift cards and stuff like that.
And with things, like it's the same thing with you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
If your instincts are telling you that something is wrong, maybe something is wrong. So if something doesn't look tired from the very, very look, it's.
Oh yeah.
Because I've had those situations too. When I feel like something is not right, even something as simple when we're setting up this studio.
Yeah.
I got a nice little vase, put it. It's something simple as that. I put it on the table, and I got it from Home Goods. It was clay, nice little vase. Home Goods is not cheap, so.
Oh yeah.
So
It's another Target.
It's another Target. So I got a nice vase. I put it together, and as I was getting out it, I said everything. I looked. I said, okay, now it looks good. It's ready for us to do our first episode. So I said, okay, now never mind. Let me just turn off the lights. It's okay, walk out. But my first instinct was that if I turn off the lights, I might run. And I remember this like it was a minute ago. Because I said the first instance is like it's gonna get pitch black in here, so I'm gonna run into something and it's gonna break. But my other instinct, the one I listened to, I shouldn't be listening to, said,
Yeah.
well, anything breaks, it's not, falls, it's not gonna break. So I just turned off every light because the light is closer to the wall. I was using the lights, like the background lights.
Yeah.
And then I turned off the switch of the lights. I switch off the lights because all the other lights were off. The moment I took that step, all went loose.
It was gone.
Everything broke. So the first instinct, if it tells you something's gonna happen,
Yeah.
it's probably the case.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's an interesting world.
Yeah, the thing that what you mentioned about not wanting to return your products, I think about that too, because Apple can make some good. They make some. I would actually feel bad to return anything from Apple because I just love all my Apple products. Mom still has an iPhone 5 and she has an iPhone 12. And she still says the iPhone 5 might be better than the 12. That's when I realized, okay.
Even when you upgrade.
Yeah.
Even when you upgrade, you still keep the old one.
Exactly.
You just have that, that attraction, that,
exactly.
that affection with the device. Like, I don't know what they did to it.
Yeah, like I had an iPhone 10 and I actually sold it. I sold it to one of my family members, and I actually feel bad to this day that I sold the iPhone 10 because I miss it. I didn't even use it. I had it and I didn't use it, but I was so sad that I sold it.
Oh my God, it's incredible. It's just I don't know how. I think I watched the movie and I've researched him a lot. Steve Jobs, that is.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's amazing to me that from an engineer's perspective, engineer first, but he made sure he studied, consumerism more than anything else. He wanted the products to really make a difference, because it does make a difference. That's the only product I'll be happily spend my money. I'll go in there with a big smile to go spend $5,000.
And it's not cheap.
And not feel bad about it at all.
And the thing about Apple, the thing about products like that, you actually want to buy everything from them. You want to buy an Apple keyboard, an Apple mouse, an Apple car if they make one. That's how I felt when I got the Sony. I was like, man, I should get a Sony lens.
Oh yeah.
I get a Sony everything.
That's another good company too. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
It's crazy.
And you get the results. You get the good, they give you good product. I'm all for spending money where it's worth now.
Yeah, of course.
You get, like I told you, the story I told you about the Sony. I've never recorded that much in my life. In a short span time. I even took my camera into Target. I took it into Home Goods. Took it to Home Depot. Just recording. Now I just need to get to the editing side. And guess where I'm going to edit it on? On the Apple product. So I got the entire ecosystem. Ecosystem me.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah. If Apple came out with a camera, I might buy it. Even though I don't even know if it's good or not yet, I'll probably get it.
Yeah, they do their research. I heard they're also coming out with a car, electric car.
I heard about it, but I can't leave Tesla. I love Tesla. He's the same.
That's another product. I'm pretty sure. I don't personally own a Tesla, but I know you are.
I love
your
Tesla.
Wife, you guys want to test us.
Honestly,
but I get the feeling just walking by it. So I'm pretty sure it's the same situation.
Yeah, I told Mom, because we were taking a trip to Orlando, probably do a pod out there. I told her maybe we should try and just, since when you go on a trip, you want to get a nice car. I said, let's just try out the Tesla for the trip. It's cheap because we're not staying out there for that
convenient.
long. And it's convenient. But I have a feeling if we get that Tesla, Mom's going to want to come home and buy one.
Anybody who has the means who's going to get into it is going to try to buy one. That's why I avoid going into yours.
I know.
I've never hit that. Because when I touch your Sony, I want to sleep at 5 a.m. in the morning looking at Sony cameras. So I just know how it is. So, so I avoid. I've already seen the little perks because I was walking the other day and I saw through the window and I saw myself in the camera. And I was like, I'm over there looking. I'm like, what's going on over here? So I was like, oh man, if I can record people like this all day.
I know, that's the thing. It's crazy. It's just I told Lauren, I was like, I haven't bought gas in a long time. And that's why when I spent money on gas on the truck, I was like, this is expensive.
crazy.
Because if I go to a supercharger, the most I'm spending from E to a full charge is about $15.
Yeah. How often do you have to charge it though?
That's the thing about it. You have to charge it. Well,
So it's almost like a cell phone where you use it
yeah,
up
you
and
use
then
it up and you charge it. The thing about
But you don't
people
know.
who have Teslas, they don't usually drive too much. I know, yo, I'm serious.
I no, I'm
We're the-
laughing because you say that.
I feel like we drive a lot, but most people who have
Yeah.
Teslas, they don't even drive that often. They just
What I can tell you is I wonder what's the conversion with the electricity, the electric current. I mean, you haven't seen it yet. It's relatively new. You haven't seen a bill
Yeah.
that charges, I'm sure.
yeah, it's they what I had to do is I put the bill that we have for our house and the kilowatts per hour. I put the amount they charge us, so it kind of gives me a rough estimate of what we're paying so far.
Yeah.
But like everything else, it could be a gimmick.
Yeah, it could be good, but I'm
Because
pretty
it
sure.
says I saved like $1,000 in gas in a week.
Well, speaking of gimmicks, that's how I feel about the solar system. I feel that way about the solar. But they'll say, man, when they want you to buy solar, they'll follow you to your job. They'll follow you back home.
Oh my
They'll
god!
call you every single day. When that bill comes, when you get the app, none of it makes sense. It's a bunch of commas and abbreviations, kilowattage. But I was like, what the heck is this?
Oh yeah, I know, Mom. You're gonna be mad when you see this, Mom. You got us. You got us on that gimmick, Mom.
I was like,
They took our money,
I don't understand what's going on here.
and they told us, "Oh, you get a solar credit, you get the money back." But they said, "Oh, you have to put it back in the solar loan." What do you mean I get a solar credit then? They said if you don't want your payments to go up, you're gonna have to pay.
Oh yeah,
all the money.
26%.
Yeah.
My taxes, I'm still working my taxes run. I still haven't seen it.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see 26%. When I
Yeah.
calculated, I know I did. I wasn't good at math in school, but I know 26% of a return, how much it should be.
They're telling me you're gonna get all this money back, and they say, "Oh, you have to pay it back
And you
to the
spending
loan."
more.
I was like, "What? What do you mean?" So you telling me I'm not getting any money back? I was just like, I don't know.
It's so funny. But yeah, I mean that's just nature of things right now.
Yeah.
But I did see I saw the BMW. I don't know what model it is, the electric one.
Oh yeah, they're coming out with one. Yeah.
No, I saw they have one that's already.
Oh, they already
I
have.
see one when I'm walking the dog here because it's always on the charger.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little. It looks like a mini scooter.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It's
I
the
see it.
the i something.
Yeah, I know.
But it's
the
been out for-
i3, I think
Yeah,
it's
it's
called.
been out for a while, and I just never thought it was an electric car.
Oh yeah.
I just never thought about it, but it just never. I didn't know.
I think
I didn't know they had an electric car.
The thing about Elon is he made it cool. He made the Tesla cool, like,
yeah.
cause they've been there, but they've always been like, and he made people trust it too. Of course, it's like almost like that, like we were saying with the Apple phone. Steve Jobs made. In high school when you're younger, when we were younger, if your phone came back green, he texted somebody.
Oh, the text message.
And she saw it come back green. She said, "Ew, you got an Android?"
hey, you have some Android listeners here. They're not gonna like
I support every company, but y'all know in school if you got an Android, if it came back green, she won't even text you back.
it. Oh yeah, I know that.
Apple
I
is
think
cool.
I think it still happens up to this day too.
Oh yeah, I know it happens. I know it happens. I feel so bad for the people with Androids.
Oh my god! I remember when I was younger, I was an Android, but that's when Apple was really
Yeah, that's like because
kind of making its ways in.
It wasn't there yet. I had an Android,
and I was I didn't understand the whole thing with Apple, but it only took one phone.
Mm-hmm.
One of my, I think everything has to do with ex-girlfriends. Now that I see,
We're gonna hear about a lot of exes on this show.
She actually got a MacBook for the first time when I was still an anti-Apple.
Mm-hmm.
That changed my whole entire perspective on that.
And
when I saw it, that changed my perspective.
Uh-huh.
And I'm talking about the old,
the fat one,
the ones that were white. Remember they used to make a white one?
Oh yeah, the big ones.
But that was the best thing I'd ever seen in my life. When she was using it, like she was typing and stuff, she just looked. It made a difference in the way she appeared.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I was gonna go with this. Whenever I see somebody driving a Tesla, when I see somebody driving a diesel or a gasoline car, and this is just me making a stigma out of this. I see somebody when I just look at them and I just judge them. I could see the stress through the windows. You know, they're like thinking, you know, they're going to work wherever they're coming. You know, when I see somebody driving Tesla, they always have a pleasant face. So it's like Elon did something like they just look happy. Like, you know, like everything is perfect. Like, does he have an Ambien in there, like a spray that he puts in there?
Yeah, I put our Tesla on Turo, because I wanted it to pay for itself and make some extra money on the side. I'm not gonna lie to you. The moment I gave the car away, I was the saddest person. I was the saddest day of my life. And I got into that gasoline car. Did not
like
feel
a little
the same.
kid that lost his toy.
It did not feel the same. Even the sound system, I felt like was off. I was like, oh, this doesn't sound like what it sounds like in the Tesla. And I was driving the whole time. I told Lauren, I said, yo, Lauren, is there something wrong with the car? Because it's shaking so much. And I was like,
oh yeah, now
it's
you
just
have
the
the
engine.
trauma now. Oh, you're talking about the other car.
Yeah, the gas car. I thought something was wrong with the gas car.
Oh, because of that smooth sail.
Yeah. I was like, yo.
Yeah. I heard that. I mean, my friend has one. She was saying that too. He's saying the fact that it's just so quiet and it's like you don't feel anything.
Yeah, I thought the car was gonna blow up.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I thought the car was gonna blow. I was so scared. That whole week I was driving, I was so scared.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
But yeah, I mean, I shout out to Steve Jobs. Shout out to Apple. You know, maybe one day they'll be sponsoring us. And Android.
We're doing it a sponsorship. SAP.
That's something. Amp Life.
Yep, there's something else we might actually do eventually. Oh yeah, Amp Life. Shout out to Amp Life. We know we'll talk about this more as we go.
Yeah.
It's an in-house brand. It's our own brand. It's our first sponsor of this show, actually.
Yeah.
So, yes, we're gonna have we have big plans for this podcast. Today was just one of those introductory podcasts, you know.
Yeah.
We just gonna have a conversation here with Marlo. This has been a dream of ours for the last I would say 4 months.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you know, one lesson that we learned was just to make sure, you know, we one thing I learned is to just do it, you know.
Yeah. And one thing I'll say is I'm not bringing anybody from the hood here. I'm scared of the hood. I'm a suburban. So just so y'all know.
Yeah.
If I ever interview a rapper, he's a huge rapper who has a security team, because we keep it such is life.
Yeah, so this was a way of introducing ourselves, and hope you enjoy the ride, you enjoy the show. It's, you know, like Marla said, you know, it's a positive show. We want to talk, you know, encourage. You're gonna have entrepreneurs, local people, you know, single mothers, wherever, you know, children, high schoolers. We just want you to share us a story, because everybody has a story. We actually haven't even shared our story.
Exactly.
This was just warming up to make sure everybody, you know, is aware of what's going on. Right now, things are hard for everybody. You know, we joked around, we might have been laughing about it, but I want to make sure, you know, we take care of each other. Yeah. Always smile every day. Wake up and smile and tell somebody you love them. You never know when you need them. Yeah. This is the best time to do it. You only have a short span of life. Yeah. Make the most out of it. Spend as much $3,000 on Sony computers as you can. Yeah. I mean, Apple computers and Sony cameras as much as you can. No, but yes, thank you so much for tuning in. And it goes away from here. So with this, is everything you say, Marlo?
Keep your mental health good, because I feel like a lot of young people are dealing with mental stuff. I guess social media is just changing everything. But hey, guys can tune in to Such Is Life, and this is what drove. That was the driving point of mental health. Helped is at a very low time high. I mean, all-time high right now. Yeah, we all suffer from it, you know, subconsciously. Even me too. I dealt with it for some time, and now and then. So we decided to make this show because of that, because we want to talk about life. As we joke, as we discuss this, we're teaching people how to move and you know, go about their lives. As much as we know, we're still learning, we're still students of this, and it's just going to take off from here. And with that, I'll end it. You just always have to remember that it is always better to accept reality or any extent of misfortune, as life is always unpredictable and the results are not always in our hands. Such is life. Such is life.